Hey everyone, thanks for checking out Ozark Overland Adventures. I'm Matt, and today we're going to do a head-to-head comparison between the Jackery Explorer 500 and the Goal Zero Yeti 500X. These are probably the two most popular names in portable power stations, and as far as the overlanding community goes, these are probably the two most popular units for running a fridge. Let's face it, both of these, if all you need is to charge electronic devices, camera batteries, phones, drone batteries, that sort of thing, these are going to be overkill. If that's all you need is electronic devices and stuff, you're going to want one of these little guys, the Goal Zero Yeti 150 or the Jackery 230 or 240, I think, something like that. This is the one I use to charge phones and whatnot. But these two bad boys, these are going to be used primarily to run a fridge. That's what we buy them for. This is our personal Jackery Explorer 500. We just got this. This is my friends Brandon and Haven with H2O Overland. Check them out on Instagram. Love them so much. This is their personal Goal Zero Yeti 500X. And they've had this for, I don't know, 6-8 weeks, a couple months. And they loaned this to me so I could do this comparison. But first, let's run through the specs. Both of these have lithium-ion batteries. The Jackery is rated at 518 watt-hours, and the Goal Zero is rated at 505 watt-hours. The Goal Zero weighs a whopping 12.9 pounds, and the Jackery is a little bit heftier at 13.3 pounds. The Goal Zero comes in at $700, $699.95. Not very often you're going to find this thing on sale. The Jackery, as of today, can be purchased through Jackery's website for $449. So that is a big price difference between these two units. And if price is an issue, I think the Jackery is obviously going to win. But what we really want to know is which one's going to run a fridge the longest. And that's what we'll find out. As far as design goes, obviously the Goal Zero is better. I mean, it just is. It has the handle that folds flat. It's obviously a lot smaller than the Jackery. This handle is just so much. You can stack stuff on top of this. You're not stacking anything on top of this thing. So when it comes to design, Goal Zero wins hands down. I mean, there's just no way around it. The Jackery design, it just sucks. I mean, it works, but you're not gonna fit it in as many places as you can the Goal Zero. Both of these can be charged via a wall outlet, and both include the wall outlet chargers. Both can be charged via the car adapter, and only the Jackery comes with one when you buy it. The car adapter is, I think, a $30, $35 add-on to get it for the Goal Zero, which at this price point is kind of lame. And both can be charged with solar, and both companies make solar panels. For these, you can use third-party solar panels for that. As far as charging time goes with the wall outlet, the Goal Zero says 10 hours, and the Jackery says 7.5 hours. So definitely faster on the Jackery. As far as car chargers go, the extra one that you buy for the Goal Zero will charge it, it says, in 4.5 hours. That's super fast. The Jackery says 16 hours. Definitely the car charger for the Goal Zero is a lot more powerful than the one that they give you with the Jackery. But 16 hours, that's a long time to have to be driving around to recharge that. As far as solar charging goes with the 100-watt panel, the Goal Zero says between 6 and 12 hours, so that's a pretty good range there. The Jackery says 9.5 hours, so kind of right there in the middle. I don't have a solar panel to test these, so take that for what it's worth. As far as the ports go, you can see there are some major advantages to the Goal Zero when it comes to ports. It's got 2 USB-A ports. It's got 2 USB-C ports. One of those is a high-powered port. It's got 2 AC pure sine wave outlets and one 12-volt outlet. The Jackery It's only got 3 USB-A ports. There are no USB-C on the Jackery, which I think is a big bummer since most laptops, drones, cameras are all USB-C powered now. Even iPhones have USB-C connections now. So the fact that this does not come with USB-C port, I think, is a bummer. Has a standard car adapter, and it has a single AC pure sine wave outlet there. So I think the number of ports and what you get port-wise with the Goal Zero definitely is better than the Jackery. So let's talk about the test. What we have done, we have my wife's Dometic CFX3 55 IM. We used that for both tests. We ran the test inside the house with the fridge in the exact same spot inside the entryway with the temperature set at 74 degrees. So the temperature environment was completely equal and level for both of these. No fluctuations based on weather doing this outside in the garage or anything. So on the Dometic, the settings were 34 degrees, Wi-Fi off, Bluetooth on, ice maker off. And there are two 2-liter water bottles in there just for temperature regulation purposes. We started with the Jackery, ran it till it died, and then we moved over to the Goal Zero and ran it till it died. So like I said at the beginning, the big question for these is how long will it run the fridge? Because as Overlanders, that's the most important thing to us. It doesn't matter really how many USB ports it has. It doesn't matter how many AC outlet ports it has. What matters is how long will these things run a fridge.
So we're gonna hook this up. It is now 104. So yeah, we're just gonna take that out. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see how it does.
All right, quick update. It has now officially been 24 hours since we hooked up the CFX3 55 IM to the Jackery Explorer 500, and the Jackery is sitting at 60%. Good morning. It is 7:42 a.m. on the 15th, so this is full day number 2. By my calculations, roughly, we've been at 41 hours, 42 hours, 41, 42 hours. With this running, it is 32 degrees in there. And the Jackery is, come on, there we go, still at 26%. Well, finally, it is 9:01 on Tuesday night, and the Jackery has finally died, which puts us at 55-ish hours. I don't know, I'll do the math later. But that's it. All right, let's see how long the CFX3 55 IM lasts on the Goal Zero Yeti 500X. The Goal Zero is at 100%. Let's plug this in. Turn it on, make sure that comes on. All right, it is 8:04 a.m. on Wednesday. Let's see how this does. All right, quick update on the Goal Zero Yeti 500X. It is 8:43, so this has been going a little over 24 hours, and it is at 44%. All right, quick update. It is 8:13 Thursday night, so these have been going for about 36 hours, and the Goal Zero is at 17%. I don't think it's going to make it 48 hours. All right, here's the final update on the Goal Zero. It is 4:06 a.m. I don't have a watch on, but you'll just have to trust me. And the Goal Zero just went to 0 and the fridge shut off, so did not make it 48 hours. It's very disappointing, especially since I had to wake up at 4 a.m. to catch this. Okay, back to bed. The results were actually very, very surprising. The Goal Zero had a total runtime of 44 hours and 3 minutes. Didn't make it quite to the 2-day, 48-hour mark. The Jackery was hands down the winner at 55 hours and 57 minutes, almost 58 hours. well over 2 days worth of runtime on this. Obviously, actual runtime is going to depend upon your environment. If you are out in the desert in 100-degree heat, you're not going to get that much. If you are out in the wintertime and it's highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s, it's going to run a lot longer. So, but for this controlled test, I think it is very clear the Jackery, as far as running a fridge, is hands down the winner. It is the cheapest, and it is the most powerful and will make your fridge last longer than anything else. I do think there are some definite pros to the Goal Zero as far as design, as far as port options, that sort of thing, if you do want to use it to run things other than a fridge. But when it comes to powering your fridge, this is the winner. This is it. The Jackery Explorer 500. Good job, Jackery.